In this video, I'm going to be showing you one of the simplest prints that will be the most useful tool in your arsenal. This Workbench vise. Files will be linked in the description, and without further ado, let's get on to showing you how to print this thing. Okay, so this is how I put the bench vise on the printer. As you can see, it's pretty obvious how you would put this on the printer because you just want everything standing up so that you don't screw up any of the pieces. I did turn on supports, however I put support blockers in the screw areas, and I'm going to add them to the screws themselves because we need supports for certain areas, but we don't want supports messing up the spots that need screwing, because unless if you have perfect support settings, then you're going to get some slag on the pieces. So yeah, time to throw this on the printer. Okay, so all I have done is clean up the parts and give them a paint job, because what is a useful print if it doesn't have a crappy paint job, right? So you actually don't need this piece, so all you need is these pieces, I guess. I'm assuming all the smaller screw is if you have a thicker place that you're trying to screw this into so that you don't have a bunch of excess overhang. But I'll show you what that means in a second. So now, how you put this together is actually wickedly simple. The nice part about this model is that it doesn't take any metal parts. Like, it doesn't take any parts that aren't 3D printed whatsoever. So all you gotta do is put this on here like this. And now I bet you can start to see how this is gonna start to work, right? So then you want to take the big screw and then you want to put it in like this and then tighten the screw. And then you put your thing in that you want to tighten up and then you simply tighten. The tightening is actually the most efficient part of this design. It's a lot more efficient than the opening of it. And then boom, look it. So now, obviously for this kind of design, I wouldn't take like a hammer and like wail on a piece of metal, right? Like, it's clearly meant for just plastic stuff, right? Like, if you're gonna work with metal, get a metal vise. If you're gonna work with plastic, why not have a plastic vise? That's how I see it anyways. So, as you can see, pretty easy to undo it. So then it works really well. Now, what I will note is that you need quite a large overhang in order to screw this onto the side of your workbench, just by tightening this kind of like a C-clamp almost. But luckily I have that, so I will be using that feature. But if you aren't as fortunate with your workbench and you have a very smooth edge on your workbench and you can't really fit the edge of it in here, then really all you could do is either just like drill this down or get a heavy piece of metal and weigh it down. Or I saw this cool trick where you put a piece of masking tape on your surface and then a piece of masking tape on the bottom of the thing, and then you super glue the bottom piece of masking tape, and then when you stick it on there, then it's a super strong and stable piece, but it doesn't rip either the bottom of the print or your workbench when you want to take it off. So yeah, this is a very useful print, and you will definitely see me using this in more of my content. I'm probably going to be using it for like soldering things because it's a great second pair of hands. And there's just a multitude of uses. And that is why I feel like having a vise is one of the best tools you can have for your workbench. So yeah, please like and subscribe and comment down below what you want to see me make next. And until next time, I'll see you later.